Wrong game.
That's a good one.
What number? What color was that? Red?
When a person with HIV gets sick, does that person always get better?
So it's all about trying to eat healthy, exercise, sleep, pray most definitely. Keep prayer foremost because God
Start your day.
will start your day and end your day with prayer, and God will keep you in perfect peace.
Once you're diagnosed with HIV, you then have to reach into your spiritual being, and I think he has enormous healing powers, and that I think we're all miracles sitting at this table, that I think we do get better.
A simple board game called What About AIDS? It's designed for young children to explain what it's like living with HIV/AIDS. These Chicago activists have agreed to answer questions based on their experience living with the disease. They roll the dice, and they move to a colored square with a corresponding card.
What does dying mean? Well, to me, that is, we die daily. I mean, it seems like every day, I die daily. I wake up every day with a new spirit, either to do good or to do bad. And my focus today is on doing things good.
I have a good spiritual foundation, and I believe that our spirits live on, and that our spirits will never die, and that we just transition to another place.
Our spirits live on with the people we know. Our stories live on. The things we've done.
That means a whole different thing to me. It's a way of starting over again, and the fact that nothing is determined to be a reality.
Joy Morris Hightower believes she contracted the disease in 1981. 24 years later, she has climbed out of depression, drug abuse, and prostitution.
Back in the 80s, when they had came out and all the religious ministers and preachers and all that stuff said that this was a plague, the gay plague, and they said some horrible things, that it was God's way of wiping out homosexuals, and I really believed that at that time, that God didn't love me. And this probably was him, because everybody was saying, and it was like everybody around me was dying too, so it was like in the 80s, it wiped out like so many people. I mean, people was dying left and right.
More than 1 million people in America are living with HIV/AIDS. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimate that 25% of those people do not know they are infected. Every year, 40,000 new cases arise. In total, 524,000 have died, and 18,000 every year.
One of the reasons why we see a waning of public interest is that the face of the disease is now increasingly the face of the poor, of the black, and the brown. And unfortunately in our country, it's more easy to dismiss those kinds of people.
More than 39 million people globally live with the disease. 5 million contract it each year.
Too many people in this country think we have a handle on this disease. We do not. This pandemic is in the beginning stages. It hasn't what we call peaked and then started down. It's still in this upslope.
The World Health Organization says 20 million have died since the disease surfaced in 1981. Add 40 million living with it today, and eventually HIV/AIDS will pass every other epidemic.
We need to be concerned. It's the worst epidemic plague that humankind has ever seen.
If those are the reasons why you are here,
Activists gathered at the White House to rally for help confronting the epidemic. There they spoke out for the people who die each year.
And so these shoes represent those people that we've lost due to this disease. These shoes represent somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, father, cousin. If you notice down here along the way, we got a pair of little baby shoes. And then we got some shoes that I know nobody young would wear. It'd be more like my grandmother would wear. So I know, and people need to know, it's just not about an age, it's not about a color, it's about a people thing.
We brought 8,500 pairs of shoes and laid them in front of the White House. Every day, 8,500 people die of AIDS in this world. Most of those deaths are preventable.